how to do this. You just
Nice. Oh wait, put that back on. That was cute. Cause it was dark and rain. His legs. Get to work. Not the same.
Like it rain.
thank you. I got it for my birthday. I don't know what it is.
Dope. What is that, dope?
That's very rude.
Huh?
Very rude.
My bad.
I wish I could sing.
You wish you could sing? That's really why I need a mixer, because I have to move these one by one. Oh my god, so loud still. Welcome! I have to yell this way to the Amira show. I'm your bitch, Amira. Shanti, close your mouth. You was looking crazy at me.
Cause I was real confused. She was screaming and shit. I don't know.
Because the mic picks up, you know, the rule, you know when you say P words and the mic picks it up, puff, puff, puff. It's the same when you talk loud. You have to turn to the side.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe.
Right, because I don't know.
We out here at Virtue, the venue. The song you just heard was single Velvet. It's not a single anymore, it's now a part of an album, but Velvet by LEMAJ album just dropped last Friday. Who do I have in the station with me? You already got me. Shanti was talking. Shanti, tell me who they are. Tell me who you are.
Hi, I'm Shanti. You can find me on Instagram, Shanti.way. I'm going to be hosting my first burlesque show on October 4th, so get with it or get lost.
Get lost. You mean like on the way to your show?
Maybe.
Also, don't you co-host for a podcast?
I do. I co-host on Femme Drip. We record every other Wednesday between like 7 or 9. You can find it anytime on our Instagram. It's femme.drip.
Right. Okay. And then who else did we got back here with us tonight?
Guest of the hour.
Oh man, thank y'all. It's LEMAJ, LEMAJ. You can find me everywhere. It's a pleasure to be here. Supporting each other. We all we got and all of that. So I appreciate it. You know, camera time and all of that.
Right.
You know.
Where can we see you next? Like.
Are you gonna see me next?
Yeah.
Man, you know that is an excellent question. I don't know for certain. In the physical realm, in the digital realm, you can see me on Apple Music,
That's right.
Spotify, Tidal,
Okay.
Deezer, all of that. LimeWire even.
LimeWire?
Why not?
Why not? Right, comatose. I ain't heard that one in a minute.
Thank you for introducing yourselves. We actually need to take a really quick break to handle some stuff. So we'll be right back. Don't go to motherfucking room. I'm gonna play some chill hop for y'all. Go ahead and chill out before you start getting drunk as fuck. I mean, isn't that the progression? You chilling, when you start taking a shot, you like, let's go out, bitch. Go ahead and start doing that. We'll be right back with Shy. Doesn't it?
That is true.
Except put this on a rooftop.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Chill hop going.
Hey.
I'm just waiting for my shit to connect back. It's on my hotspot now. Okay, cool. About to bring it back. Okay. Test. Much better.
We
You hear?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. And we are back with the Amira show. So sorry for that delay. We had to move rooms from our usual spot. But don't worry, we're still right next to Virtue the venue, so that will be the turn-up spot as usual for the night. I still have LEMAJ right here on the mic with me. Say hello.
You know what's happening, y'all.
Yes. And then I got Shanti's ass over here.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, I can hear you. Okay, this works out.
This is nice.
So before we had to do some shit, we've already had introductions. I'm gonna go ahead and handle some business really quickly. Just want to give a shout out to the Kletzo. I appreciate you, Sally, over there in Atlanta, selling the soap and doing more. Y'all, Sally is more than just someone who's crafting and selling soap now. Like, Sally has a platform. She's out there branding people and stuff. So it's just really dope to be involved with her, even meet a bitch like that. Like, keep killing it, girl. We haven't spoken like a month. I'm pretty sure because you've been hella busy with all of your endeavors, and kind of the same with me. But don't worry, we're gonna link up soon. There's still promo codes going on if you need to get any soap from anybody or for anybody and yourself. Just use promo code Amira Show to get 20% off of products, and then thank you, and then you get your goddamn soap. Wash that ass, yes. So shout out to you, Sally. We appreciate you. I also want to give a shout out to Virtue the Venue. They have really taken me in since I've been back trying to find a home for the Amira Show. You know, studios are cool, but I like to be out with people. That's how I get my energy. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much. Even though y'all got some stuff going on right now, I still appreciate y'all, and we'll be back in there. Y'all go check it out if y'all have nothing else to do today out in Louisville. I think they're doing like slow jams and some shit tonight. Slow jams and some music. Hey, we on the camera. I'm ready. We just had a photo shoot. Aren't y'all jealous? So yeah, shout out to Virtue the Venue. I just want to let y'all know that content from my weekend is coming. Like, it will be here, I promise. I've been so busy and so tired with like work and stuff. I've been slowly working on it. Yesterday I finished the pictures to put on the website. So don't worry, that content will be coming soon. Just, you know, bear with me a little bit. In the meantime, go to the website, check out everything that I have there. I'm utilizing my calendar on there that I keep forgetting about. That's where I will schedule what events I'll be popping up at. If I have any special guests on the show, if I'm going over a topic for the show that's real like lit, if I have updates, anything like that, just go to the website and check it out. If you hear any cars, it's because we're outside. What else? Oh yeah, and check out YouTube. Videos will be on there soon, but just go check out YouTube, subscribe, so that way you'll get notifications whenever I post up any type of videos. And that wraps up my business. Let's get to know LEMAJ, because why the hell else would y'all be tuning in today? Because of him. So first of all, I just want to give you snaps. If we had alcohol, we would take shots. Anything to congratulate you on dropping your second album. Well, I know the first one was an EP, but it don't matter. You dropped some music, and I'm so excited. If y'all didn't go cop it yet, go copy. Dropped it Friday at midnight, so you're behind now. So get with the wave. Come on now. So congrats for that. I really like to see when people, they doing it. Because you know we're in a world where they're like, do it. And they're like, wait, not like that.
Right.
Chill out.
Right, for sure.
So before we get into the music and the album, tell the listeners who LEMAJ is, your background, where you're from. Let us know who you are as a person.
Alright. Well, first off, thank y'all for having me.
Of course.
You know, appreciate the look and everything. Who is LEMAJ? Man, a black man.
First and foremost.
Before you know what I stand for, who I stand for, who I'm standing with, who stands with me. I'm a black man. I got 2.5 feet of dreadlocks on my head.
You do.
I got little eggs. You know, I'm a real deal black man, right? You know, I got this chestnut almond complexion going on, get ashy sometimes. I'm a black man, right? No, seriously. You know, I love
that
music.
all matters. People identify with that. Right?
That's true. That's real. I love music. I love being a creator. I acknowledge my creator, you know, Christ and everything. And I love my black woman, and my black people. And that's just a very specific person I'm talking about when I say my black woman.
Yes.
Let's not get it twisted.
That's not a general like concept. Like,
not at all. Not
it's
at
a
all.
relationship.
She
phones down, ladies.
Right. Put your
Calm
phones all the way
down.
She 5'1" from Arkansas with some beautiful bow legs. Praise God. Hallelujah. College educated, acquired some college debt.
Yes.
I have a real job. I'm not, one of those artists putting on a front and nothing like that,
But aren't most of us?
hey, some people be fronting out here, but it's some people that's out here keeping it real.
Right.
So, and I love making music. I love being a creator. I'm, in the middle of a script, for a film adaptation.
Busy bee, okay.
I love being productive. I am a mama's boy. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Unapologetically. I love grippos with a big red. At this stage that I'm in life, I have to have some Pepsi AC, some Prilosec OTC.
Right, some Tums.
Get it together. You feel me? Your heartburn get activated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, and I'm a really dope, intellectual, original rapper.
But I hear it though, just in the way that you describe yourself. A lot of people will just kind of get to the basics. I'm this old, I came from here, etc. But you went into some things. So I definitely hear the intellect, and I definitely hear how you intertwine that with your music. So that was really dope. I appreciate that. A lot of people get to I'm from here. What else do you want to know?
Right.
You really described you, which is uniquely you, and at the same time, the black population around here.
Yeah.
Maybe even in general across, the United States. So, power to you. I really was taken aback by that. I didn't know if you were gonna stop, and half you didn't want you to stop. I was like, what else? So that brings us to the music. When and why? When did music become a part of you? And why did music become a part of you?
Music became a part of me because that's what God gave me.
Okay.
My mother's mother has a video of me beatboxing into a microphone. I might be 2 years old.
Wow.
And I said, microphone. Where is it been? Boom, microphone. Right.
Did you know, what other words did you know before you knew microphone?
Before I knew microphone, I don't know. That's the first thing, legit. Like, mama.
You learned that like mama and daddy, food, hungry.
Right. Green beans, chicken, microphone. That was my lexicon at 24 months. I just honestly believe that God gave that to me. My great grandmother, so my mother's grandmother, she was a funeral singer.
Okay.
Her only two occupations in life, she did day work, which anybody listening to this, born after 1980, like myself, day work means you were a maid for white people specifically.
Right.
So she was a day worker and a funeral singer. That was her day. Those were her only two jobs she ever had in
like
life.
together, or after she was working for white people, and then she went to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean both at the same time.
Both at the same time. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And she worked until she lived to be 92. She stopped working at 89.
Cool.
You know what I mean? So,
Sheesh.
yeah, she did a lot. She had a full life. But music is in me, I believe, through her. And her son, my great uncle, he had a car accident when he was like 17 or 19 years old, and a pole fell onto his head, and he was like overnight, like kind of autistic, like what we would call today autistic.
Yeah.
And instantly, like he could play a bunch of instruments and like paint and do photography. Like he did the neighborhoods, like family portraits. After that, you know, and he taught himself how to play the organ and piano.
That really turned into a lesson. Thank goodness.
I mean, all the way. Yeah. My grandmother dabbled on the guitar a little bit.
Oh, okay.
After she had my mom.
So you were surrounded.
Right, you come from music.
Right, you really come from it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And my other grandmother is a phenomenal singer, and my father, he was he just passed, God bless him dead, but he was a great singer and performer, and he's killing it in heaven right now for sure.
Right, he's up there entertaining them.
Yeah,
he got a lot of good company.
My mother's brother actually taught me how to count my bars and count my breaths when I rap.
Oh.
Wow.
So he taught me like
because it is on the diaphragm, isn't it?
It should be.
Should be.
Because you gotta perform it.
Right.
You gotta perform it, so you can't just be everything from your vocal cords every night. You go hoarse, right? You have nothing to give the people.
Right, that makes sense. Look, people don't realize it's a whole ass like preparation and like strategy to not just singing in the booth, but like performing in front of a crowd. I give kudos to Beyonce. That bitch be all over the damn stage, still singing to the top. I'm just like, I don't know what else. The diaphragm, I don't know.
Right. Get that diaphragm together.
Exactly. That's a muscle, isn't it?
Basically, yeah.
How do you even train that? Do you train it or you just go? It gets better as you go. I don't know. The more you use it?
The more you use it, the better it gets. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so what's your inspiration when it comes to your music and your style? Who inspires you? On top of that.
So, my inspiration is real life. Like I said, I'm a black man, living in America. I'm not ignorant to the things going on around me that affect me, my family, the kids I'm gonna have someday, the things that my grandmother went through. And so my medium just so happens to be songs at the moment. And
okay.
So like when I think about creating a song, you're either taking a moment in life and stretching it out to 3 to 5 minutes, or you're taking something that was 2 years worth of inspiration or a 2-year relationship or whatever that thing is, and you're compressing that phenomenon down to 3 to 5 minutes.
It's challenging. I mean, I do that with videos. Like I collect telecontent like I did for this rugby tournament, and I need to put that hour and a half amount into 3 to 5 minutes.
Right, it's hard.
So I feel you, but I feel like making visuals give people some kind of reaction, emotion. That is an art. Just like it is with you trying to explain your upbringing, the circumstances around you and stuff, trying to really give that full impact. This is what I deal with, and what I have dealt with, and people around me, cramming that into 3 minutes, hoping they get it.
Right.
It's a lot of pressure, actually.
I mean, it can be. At the same time, I feel like it's going to impact who it's meant to impact. Right. Like it's a reason. Like there's a movie coming out this fall based on a guy in society. He's the only person in the world that knows the Beatles catalog, and he becomes viral.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
it's like an Indian dude.
Exactly. Yeah, it comes out like in November or something.
Yeah. And he gets like famous, like worldwide, like overnight, because he's the only person. That knows the Beatles, and so like it's like you have like in pop culture in America and arguably the world, like there's Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, and the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? As far as impact. So
their stuff is all 30 to 60 years old, but it's still the music.
Right.
And it's still relevant to people today. So that's how I feel I'm gonna be. So,
Right. That's how you will be.
Yeah.
I'll be there watching.
Yeah.
Got you. So let's talk about this album. The way I wanted to go about this, a lot of people's albums these days is having like 30 plus songs.
Yeah.
This has 7. So it gives us a chance to go and talk about each song. Because I listened to it and I have a couple of thoughts and many questions about songs and etc. And I took notes to even keep myself. So before we jump right into the album, I just want to put out there, I came in when you asked me to critique Blessings from Benediction, which came out last year, 2018. And I really liked it. I thought it was really playful. You have a way with, you're serious as hell, but you're witty with it. And I catch that with many of the lines that you use. I even had to pull up some lyrics, like with iTunes, you can pull up lyrics.
Right.
So, like I said, I came in on Benediction, but I heard you mention earlier to Shanti that you actually had music before that. So when did you actually start putting out music? You know,
March 19th, 2009, maybe 2010.
Oh, okay.
I want to say.
So you have shit out there.
Yeah, it was. That was like my first, like, I'm putting out like a mixtape.
Okay.
With DJ Slick, so it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Here in Kentucky, and that project was called Booed Up, and it was about the rise, life, and demise of a relationship. A single romantic relationship.
Yeah.
And it's really, I actually listened to it like 6 months ago, and it's really interesting listening to some of those stories about some of those people back then.
Right.
And at that moment in time, I was coming into my adulthood as a person. And so I stopped putting out music after that because I was like, people know me for certain songs.
Right, okay.
That I'm no longer that person.
You're
as
not
a
that
man anymore.
Right. A lot of people tend to forget that we grow up.
Yeah.
So whatever content, whatever you saw me doing
then,
I promise that ain't me now.
Yeah. like at that time in life, like I was opening up for God Bless the Dead, Mac Miller, J. Cole, LMFAO, and Wiz Khalifa, you know what I mean? So like that's kind of like you think about 2009
opening for people.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Me and a cat I was rapping with at the time, we were like a duo.
Right, okay.
And so my music was changing from what I wanted to make versus what I had been making, and started getting a little notoriety for, on the word of mouth. And so like you think about those artists I just named, like LMFAO was like shot.
It was very much a vibe then to just kind of put out, I mean, just whatever was trending.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at that time, it was very much like a big college phase, I feel like, for music.
Yeah, basically.
It really was. I remember that shit.
I was graduating.
Right.
So it's like, I'm about to be on something else.
Done with that, yeah. I'm maturing just as my music is maturing. How do people take that? Because I know some people respect that, and like many people don't. Like that gives them a problem.
Man, there's a couple promoters was like, come on, man, like, like people want to see you, whatever. Some people that like really follow me and food me back then were like, come on, bro, when the next thing coming down, hit me on Facebook or whatever back then. And I just be like, man, like I'm just cooking some stuff up right now. Like I'm experimenting with some stuff,
Right. As you should be able to. People tend to forget that, like, regardless what's mainstream music, I mean, it's like painting a picture.
Yeah.
So you really have to. You don't just like pen to paper. I'm gonna just write a song.
Right.
Some people might be able to do that, but I mean, it takes time and it's a process.
Yeah.
So I'm glad people didn't really pressure you to stay back there.
Yeah.
Like with your old music. We hear so many stories, people selling out or So I'm really glad that she didn't need to do that or didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, even like it was some people that was trying to apply a little pressure on me, but like it was songs that I had like a small like focus group of people I trusted that opinion and that taste.
Yeah.
And so like the whole era of twerk that we in now.
Yeah.
Like I was on that then. So like it's like the biggest song in like 2009 was probably like Jay-Z and Alicia Keys' New York, right?
Oh.
And here I come with a twerk song. You know what I'm saying? So people was like, nah, bro, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So like I just was mentally, like I just was ahead.
It was ahead, yeah.
But even with that ain't what I wanted to become known for.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, let me stay on the drum board for a second.
I love the twerk.
Me too.
I love the twerk since I've learned of the twerk.
Yeah, everybody love the twerk.
So this brings us to Velvet.
Yeah.
Yay, Velvet. Like I said to y'all, dropped this past Friday at midnight. Go cop it on, I keep saying all platforms.
All platforms.
All platforms. You know, some people like that. And they're like, wait. I was like 4. Like, oh, whoops. So we got Velvet.
Yeah.
We're going to go down the list, starting with Faithfully. So what I've got from Faithfully was basically your come up. You know, you had that snippet of Taraji when she was giving that speech about her going out to California and etc. So I take the song as you go on your path and you got faith that you're gonna end up where you're gonna end up, regardless of what these people are saying. Yeah. Does that sound about right?
Absolutely.
That's what I got.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ding.
I did like every time I hear that recording of her, when I hear her speech, I get a little jealous. I'm like, fuck. Like $700 back then, like, okay, you could muster with that. I went out with 1,000 and I was nothing.
Inflation.
Yeah, times have changed. Oh shit. But was there any influences or anything, any events or anything that had that backed that song, that backed Faithfully, that had you feeling like I just say to the world that this is my grind. I'm treading it faithfully. Like any events or anything?
Man, all the events of my life.
Everything.
Yeah, like the song has a really deep personal meaning to me, as the majority of my songs do. But when I think about Taraji P. Henson not, acquiring her dream, quote unquote, until she's early 30s, right, or late 20s, when Baby Boy came out. Baby Boy came out in 2001, which means they started filming late 99, early 2000, right? And she was unknown. The stars of the movie were Snoop and Tyrese.
I actually seen her in ER.
Word.
Like, I was like, oh shit. But you know what? ER had everyone on there that came up. ER had everybody on there. I was shook.
True.
Maybe I wouldn't have known who the fuck she was then, but because I know she is now, and then I see her later, I'm like, oh shit, there's Taraji.
Right. But like I felt the same kind of way as Taraji did, having basically all the odds stacked against you. Yep. But faith is, something that you know that you know that you know. Right. And can't nobody tell you nothing else. So I got faith in this, right? Bible say faith without works is dead. Bible say all these things about faith, right? And it's the absence of things seen, but you know what you hoping for is gonna be there in the end. Basically, what faith is. I ain't wanna quote it exactly, but my mother had me when I was 16. When she gave birth to me, the umbilical cord wrapped around my throat, so they had to do a C-section. And my mother weighed 90 pounds when she gave birth to me, right? I dropped a bowling ball on myself when I was like 9, a year and a half years old.
Oh my goodness, you better persevere.
Busted my hand open at Shanti. It's like a backwards S right here. Oh.
Oh.
And I was like, oh shit, there's Taraji, right? But I would say faith in this, right? Bible say faith without works is dead. So I got faith in this, right? I was like 6 and lost like 2 pints of blood or 3 pints of blood, something silly like that. My mother had to stop a train literally to get me to another vehicle to get me to the hospital because her car was on E. We weren't gonna make it to the hospital.
Right.
Right. So like all these type of things, right? I'm 5'7", and when I was graduating high school, I was like 5'6" and wanted to play basketball in college. I needed a basketball scholarship to go to college because my grades was trash because all I did was go to practice and rap. You know what I mean? Because that's what I wanted to do. So I ended up, the only school I tried out at, I made the team or whatever and got a scholarship. Got a 3.5 GPA, first semester, transferred, quit playing basketball. Did well at my next school, which was Western Kentucky University. And then had a bad semester and a bad semester and a bad semester, right? So just have my back against the wall. Now that stuff was self-inflicted, but figuring out how to have faith to get to graduation, right? So then bring in music. Okay, I'm from Louisville. How many famous musicians are there from Louisville?
Well, right now, I just know Bryson.
There you go. Bryson Tiller, right?
Nappy Roots, I think.
Nappy?
I think it's Nappy Roots. It's from Louisville.
Nappy Roots.
For real?
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Static Major. He wrote a lot of Aaliyah's catalog. A lot of Genuine's catalog.
He's from here?
Yeah, he's from here. God bless it.
Something much I know.
You know, but you know, the point I'm making is it's like not a precedent for me to be successful with the things that I want to do with my life and the calling I feel like God placed on my life. But in spite of that, you know, I know I'm gonna get there. So it's faithfully. So come home from school doing open mics that, you know, people that run the open mics is hating on me at, like purposely put me in spots where ain't nobody gonna see or hear me. So that's why I said, you know, I ain't thinking about your local hype. I'm just trying to get that Oprah life. You know what I'm saying? So faithfully, one day you gonna see that I pray for this faithfully. You know, it's the prayers of the righteous availeth much. So,
I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Like keeping your focus.
Some shit.
Yeah.
So the next, I actually want to talk about the next 2 songs together. So Goodbye, I just felt was a pure breakup song. But then you ended with mentioning Sweatshirt, which is the next song, which I'm like, what did y'all make up? So explain those 2 songs to me, or maybe I could be wrong. They really actually don't have anything to do with each other. It's a coincidence.
Yeah, it's definitely a coincidence.
Oh, okay.
I just figured I had a time together. You know, in the spirit on the fly as I was making Goodbye. So yeah, Goodbye is about, it's not about one relationship in particular. It's about me reflecting on, you know, a couple of periods in my life and looking at the common denominators of a few specific toxic relationships.
Okay.
Where I was giving but not receiving nearly as much as I was giving out.
Oh, okay.
And thinking about how that ideal person, that idea of a person, if that were one relationship, how she would feel after she's scrolling on social media and seeing, you know, my fiance with a ring that she could have had.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
You was petty with that line with the Pocahontas wigs.
That was real petty. That caught me off guard. I was like, you said what?
But I feel that it's the truth. So what about Sweatshirt? And who's the feature in Sweatshirt?
Sweatshirt. So first off, the feature in Sweatshirt is my bae.
Yes. So Shanti took a guess, and I was like, well, I'm gonna ask.
I was like, yeah, it's her. Because she got that voice.
She is amazing. Follow her on social media.
Yes, plug her, shout her out.
Follow her on YouTube, Vae Nicole, VAYMECOLLE. And she belonged to me. Now. Sweatshirt.
Now, fellas, put your phones up. You can't get her. You can't have her.
Because I do got these hands. I could be the middleweight championship
I believe that. Middleweight, most definitely.
Straight up. So yeah, sweatshirt. The original sweatshirt I made in 2012.
Oh, it's an original.
The original version.
Okay.
Yeah. So what made the album was versions 3 and versions 4.
Okay.
So what inspired the song initially was I wasn't in a relationship when I wrote the original version. I was heavy on Tumblr then at that time.
Right.
And Tumblr was dope. Shout out to Tumblr.
Right.
I was heavy on Tumblr like 2009 to 2013, something like that. And I used to follow this dope blog called Black Fashion. And it was like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right? It was hard, right?
It was hard.
I was like, man, I need to go to Howard or something, right?
Yeah.
Just catch a vibe and put on Wale or something. But you know, at that time, like vintage stuff was coming back in,
which I love.
Yeah.
Took the pressure off of dressing.
Right.
Like Goodwill really before they clowned you for wearing Goodwill shit. Now they was like, bro, I'm going to Goodwill. I don't know about you. I'm about to make some shorts today. Exactly.
But that was the original inspiration for it. Was just like throwing on something from the Goodwill.
Okay.
And just being undeniably dope. And being handsome and having a woman like, okay, yeah, we catching eyes. Like, nah, baby, this was $3. You know what I'm saying? That was the original, you know, inspiration behind it. So going forward a few years later, like I tinkered with it. So like that's like one of my favorites. And the version that y'all hear on Velvet is in love with one woman,
right?
Opposed to getting attention from multiple women, and appreciating one woman and the time that he gets with that one woman, right? And then you can literally like hear it switch in the music because it's really 2 songs in one, right?
Yeah.
So like
I might have picked up on that. I listened to it 3 times.
Yeah. So like it starts off, baby girl, your sexiness ain't cloned. One is one, warm as the sun, so affectionate with poems. Hold my face as I embrace your waist. You know, so it's like I'm telling you in a text message, like I'm thinking about you. You know what I mean? And it gets a little bit more intimate, right?
Yes, it does.
I ain't gonna spoil the lyrics, so
I can remember the lyrics.
Switch to part 2 of the song, and it's like, man, I think you're gonna be my wife. You know what I'm saying? So you cook for me. I got some tacos in the microwave. Like, hallelujah, soft shell, yes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so it's the antithesis to goodbye. You know, so in a way, hello was like sweatshirt is like the hello to a beautiful, loving relationship.
Right. Okay. So it was. It might have been a coincidence, but not really.
Yeah.
Maybe just the way I took it.
Okay.
I got it backwards.